So I literally just made a video talking about the best iPhones to buy in 2022. Now I kind of went ahead on some of the worst iPhones you can pick up in 2022. Now to start things off, I want to tell you iPhones are beautiful. I love them so much. But the very first set of iPhones I would not recommend buying anymore are any iPhones that are older than the iPhone 6s, including the iPhone 6s. So pretty much any device that has that Apple A9 chip inside of it. So this includes the iPhone 6s, iPhone 6s Plus, and the iPhone SE that came out in 2016. Now, why is this the case? Just last year I was kind of hyping these phones up. Well, the main reason for this is because every single rumor that claims to be coming out about the device list for iOS 16, it doesn't look like, which is the next version of software from iOS, it doesn't look like it's going to be supported for the iPhone 6s. Now, I will still say if you have a 6s or 6s Plus and you're perfectly okay with those phones, maybe you can keep it. I don't think it's a really big deal. You may even want to wait till the next iPhone SE 3 comes out and then upgrade to that one. But I will probably tell you, if you're planning on getting something like an iPhone 6s, 6s Plus, or first generation iPhone SE, I would not recommend buying it anymore. You're really only going to be able to use it for the next couple of months, and then it's going to be outdated once the next version of iOS comes out. So those are the first set of iPhones, and that includes the iPhones from 2016, early 2016, and earlier than that. Now, those are kind of self-explanatory, but there's another set of iPhones that I probably wouldn't recommend buying anymore, and I would recommend either going up to the, newer generation, or maybe even just sticking where you are and then waiting to the next iPhones. And those iPhones are the iPhone 12 series, specifically with the iPhone 12 and 12 mini. So the 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max, if you're okay with those iPhones, then keep them. It's not a big deal. But with the iPhone 12 and 12 mini, Apple is still selling these phones brand new. And I wouldn't say these are horrible phones or the worst phones ever, but they are some of the weirder iPhones that I probably won't recommend buying anymore. And there's two things for this. One, the price difference between a spec'd out iPhone 12 and 12 mini and their counterpart for the 13 mini and 13, it just doesn't make any sense to buy an iPhone 12. They are so similar in price tags. There's like a $50 difference between them, and you might as well buy a 128GB iPhone 13 than a 128GB iPhone 12, just because they're so similar. And the differences in terms of battery health, longevity, features, performance, all that good stuff, it just makes more sense to buy the iPhone 13 rather than the iPhone 12 if you're going the brand new route. Now, if you're looking at used prices and you're like, well, I want to get an iPhone 12, or if you currently own an iPhone 12, just keep the iPhone 12. It's not a big deal. I used my iPhone 12 Pro for over a year and I had a decent time with it. It was kind of weird. The battery degradation is the biggest issue with the iPhone 12s though, and that's something I've been seeing by a lot of different people, and I would probably recommend staying away from the iPhone 12s just because of that issue. I think Apple's going to make a service repair program. I just have a feeling about it, just because of the amount of people complaining about it. So that's the big thing right there. Also, if you don't want to go buy the, most expensive iPhone 13, I would even recommend buying an iPhone 11 in 2022 that's still being sold brand new for $499, mostly because that phone is still supported with software, and it's just a much more stable phone in my opinion than the iPhone 12s. After comparing all these iPhones next to each other, it does seem to me that the iPhone 11s are much more stable devices, and they are much better value per dollars in my opinion than going to an iPhone 12. So that's pretty much the main thing to keep in mind right there. And to be honest, those are some of the worst iPhones I would probably recommend not buying in 2022. Now, I will leave other iPhones that I like this year linked down in the description, so you can get them from there if you want and help support the channel at the same time. If you don't want to, just go to apple.com, buy them from there, go to their certified refurbished, website, and you can buy them from there as well. So that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.